Hello, my friends. Welcome back. How are you? I hope doing okay. Let's see what I'm up to today. Let's Resin sent me one of their new molds. It's a new tray mold. And I keep these little bags here because they have a cute little zipper on them. And I just zip the molds back up in there and store them. So if you purchase a Let's Resin mold, keep your little zip-up bag there to store your mold in it. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and take the packaging off of it, and then let's check out this new tray mold. Oh, it's pretty cute. It is cute. I love the edges, and it also says right here exactly how much resin you need for the mold. I absolutely love how Let's Resin always puts the amount that you need on the outside of their molds. Now, here's the interesting part, my friends. I found this Trivet. It says heat resistant on the tag, and it's $1.50 clearanced out, and it's a Trivet. If you don't know what a Trivet is, it's one of the little things you lay down on your counter to hold one of your pots in the kitchen that's hot, that you just may have taken off of the stove. And it says heat resistant on it, you know, so I don't see any problem with it curing inside of the resin and the resin, you know, becoming hot. So I need to cut off a little piece of it because it's not going to fit down into the mold how I planned on it. So we're just going to cut off the little part there that you would hang the snowflake from, because we won't be needing that part. So I'm just trying to cut it nicely off of here and get a nice clean cut. Okay. And I still need to clean it up a little bit. It's not completely, it's not a straight line across there. So I don't want it being lumpy and bumpy. So I'm just going to take my smaller scissors here, and I'll be able to get in there a little bit closer and trim it up. And we're going to be placing this down into the mold as if we have an inlay. And this is just another way that you can use things for inlays in your resin projects. Okay, I'm going to place it down in there, and I think that's going to fit, you guys. Okay, I mixed up some resin. I'm using Let's Resin. It's a 1-to-1 epoxy. And I mixed up 100 mils. That's 50 of A and 50 of B, which equals 100. We're going to be using this NIMBUS glitter. It's a beautiful color and reminds me of a snowflake. And I got this glitter at Hobby Lobby. It's one of the Glitter Guys glitters. Okay, I'm going to stir it up in my resin. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be needing, so I'm going to start off small, because all we're going to be doing is filling the rim of the mold. We're going to let it degas for 5 minutes. Now we're back. I'm going to spritz a little alcohol in the edges of the mold, and that's to help with the bubbles. Turn my mold upside down, shake the excess out. Okay, and I'm just popping any of those surface bubbles right on top of the resin. And I just gave it a little bit of a stir. And now I'm going to go ahead and pour. And we need to make sure that we get this resin in the, you see how parts of the tray come out on all 4 points? it comes out a bit, we need to make sure we get this glitter off into that area as well. And we need to be careful too, because I'm quite sure some of those pesky bubbles are going to try to hide in those areas too on the mold. And I'm not filling this edge completely up because we're going to be going in with a different, something different. So I'm saving that space for something else. Okay, I'm going to spritz a little alcohol in there, pop any of those surface bubbles. Okay, now we're going to be making some handles for our tray. And I'm going to be using my bead mold for the snowflake to sit on top of for our handles. That's the only thing I could find at the moment. You know, that's just what I came up with. I'm pretty sure there's tons of other things in my craft room that would have worked as well. But this is just my creativity for this project, you guys. And I found this snowflake mold in my craft room. So we're going to be using these 2 snowflakes. And I put that NIMBUS glitter inside of this mold as well. And I also put it inside of my bead mold. We may need to switch those colors up a bit. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see how our tray turns out when we demold it. And then we'll choose what we need to do moving forward. Can y'all see how the edge of the tray turned out? That part is cured. So now I mixed up some more resin. I mixed up 100 mils again, 50 of A and 50 of B. And now I've got this glitter here, and it has snowflakes in it. I'm trying to decide if I want to do the dark blue or the light blue. Both of them have snowflakes inside. I think we're going to go with the light blue because our NIMBUS is more on the light side than on the dark side. So I'm going to drop that down in my cup here, and it's the mix that has the snowflakes inside of it. I'm going to stir it up in my resin really good, making sure I get the sides of the cup and the bottom of the cup. Can y'all see the snowflakes right there? They are beautiful. Okay, I'm going to spritz a little alcohol in the mold. And then we're going to go ahead and drop these snowflakes and glitter on down into the edge of the tray. And that's what I want on the sides of the tray, the snowflakes with this glitter mix. But we're having to build this tray up because I don't want these, the glitter that we're using right now to get into the big snowflake trivet that we're going to be placing in the center of the mold. So we're having to build this up in stages. Okay, I'm going to drop some more of that in my cup because I didn't quite have enough to make it completely around the tray. So I put some more resin in there and then some more of the glitter. I'm going to spritz a little bit more alcohol. And then I'm going to continue to pour. Okay, I think I'm going to stop right there because I don't want to come over the edge into the center of the tray. So I'm going to reach over here and grab one of my silicone tipped brushes right here. And I'm going to scrape that resin back over the edge. Something on there. This is a wonderful tool to have in your craft room, and I get these at my local Dollar Tree. This little silicone tipped brush I'm using. And I'm just cleaning off the edges where I've spilled a little bit of resin. And I'm going to put a little bit more of that mixture in my cup here. And this cup is dry. It doesn't have any resin inside. And I'm going to get my tweezers and I'm going to pick out those snowflakes. And I'm going to be adding some more of them. And I'm going to be facing them on the edge of the tray. So when we demold it, you'll be able to see a snowflake setting on the edge of the tray, if that makes sense. I'm pushing them on the edge of the tray, and the resin is making them stay right there on the edge of the tray. And I'm going to go all around the tray and add some. And I'm just going to zigzag them so that they're not in a complete straight line, and just make them look, you know, pretty. Here's two of our snowflakes. I forgot that I wasn't recording when I demolded them. So here they are. They turned out beautiful. You really can't see the little design on the top of them, though, the way the glitter is. And then here's the beads. They turned out beautiful. I love that NIMBUS glitter. It's so pretty. And then the snowflakes will just sit right on top of the bead, right like that. And that's going to be our handles for our tray. And they'll sit something like this, but it won't be in the middle of the tray. It's going to be on the edge of the tray. And then here's the other bead. Well, it dropped. I found it. But it'll be something like this, but it's going to be on the edge of the tray. I can't put the bead over there right now because the resin's still wet. Do y'all think that's going to be pretty? We may, I end up changing the colors on our snowflakes though, you guys, because the light blue did not look good. And I'll show you why when we demold the tray together. I'm going to continue on with these snowflakes until I get completely around the tray. Okay, we're back, and let's try not to get mad at me. I lost some footage here, you guys. All I done was placed the trivet down in the resin. I poured the epoxy resin in the middle of the tray, and I just placed the trivet right on top of the epoxy. That's all I done. And now we're back and that epoxy has cured. So we're fixing to take our trivet out of there. I don't know how in the world I lost the footage to that. Okay, I'm showing you here where I made two more of the snowflakes because they were different sizes. So I had to remake the same snowflake in the mold to get two of the same. So now we're going to try to pull our trivet out of here and see if it left the snowflake imprint. And let's see if we can get it out of here without any trouble. It did say it was heat resistant on the sticker, but I'm not sure how it performed in the resin. I've never used one of these before in resin. I just thought it would be neat to experiment with this and see if it works. I'm just going to cut off a little bit of that resin that went over the little area right there. It's not going to hurt to cut it off. Okay, I used that little skewer stick to get me started. And it looks like it's pulling out of here very easily. Yes, this is coming out like butter, you guys. That's amazing. So now you know you can use trivets, you know, if you're in your local Walmart or Target or whatever, and you see trivets on sale, grab one and use it in resin. Look at that, you guys. That's a perfect snowflake inside of there. That is awesome. Now we have to figure out what we want to put in the snowflake to bring it out. What color do we want to use? Do we want to use an intense chameleon powder? Do we want to use any type of chameleon powder or any type of the glitter chrome powders? Okay, I'm going to get a few of my boxes out here and let's go through several of them and see what we want to use. And I'm going to be really focusing on the blues and this teal. No, this is the glitter right here. That's one of Let's Resin's holographic glitter in aqua blue. And then here's one of the holographic powders, but I think it's going to be too blue. I think, let's see, we could use one of the chameleon powders in violet. When you turn it to the side, it throws off a purple and a blue. Or we could go with this teal right here. It's a holographic powder. I'm going to put it on my glove right here. Yes, I think that's going to be my choice right there, you guys. I think that's going to be beautiful in our tray. I think it will also match the Nimbus glitter as well. Now this is the holographic glitter right here. So I'm going to put those two out. And we may mix the two. Okay, I mixed up a little bit of resin here. I only mixed up 40 mils. Now I'm going to get out my Mod Podge Black and I'm going to put it in my resin here, a few drops. And what I thought we would do is brush the chameleon into the snowflake and then back it with black. You know, because when you're using holographic powders, chameleon powders, they really pop when you put black behind them. But I really don't know if that's going to be the best choice here for our snowflake tray. I'm trying to decide on which color I want to use out of these two. And since I cannot decide, I think we might mix them. But I'm going to go ahead and brush on the teal chameleon powder into the snowflake. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing well. I hope your Tuesday got off to a great start. I have a bit of a cleanup to do around my snowflake, but it's not too bad. Oh, isn't that beautiful, you guys? So beautiful. Okay, I decided against the black. What I think was going to be the best choice here, you guys, is we're going to drop in some more of that holographic teal chameleon powder into the resin. And then I'm going to drop in some of the glitter, holographic glitter by Let's Resin. And we're going to mix those two, stir it up really good in the resin, and then pour it into the snowflake. And I'm going to use that black in something else so that I don't waste it. I spritzed a little bit of alcohol into our snowflake. And now I'm just going to drop that color right into the snowflake. You know, I got in some of the little tiny flowers from Temu. Um, they're they say they're real. I'm going to put a picture up in the corner here for you guys. But this is the third time I've received them and they've been wet. So I have to put them in my silica gel beads to dry them back out before I can use them. Has anyone else experienced this when you've purchased any of Temu's flowers? Let me know, because I'm just curious why mine keeps coming in wet. You know, because I haven't been ordering anything from Temu, you know, because I just haven't during the holidays. I told myself I wasn't going to order for a while, but I needed some flowers. So that's all I ordered, you know, was $25 worth, because that's the minimum. And they're wet when they came in. So let me know if anybody else has experienced that. I just thought it was very strange. I don't understand how they got wet. I mean, it has been rainy here, but they were packaged and then they were inside a container on top of that. So I just don't know how they got wet. Okay, now I'm going to use my heat gun and I'm going to pop any of the surface bubbles. Maybe it was just the moisture from the rain. I don't know. That's just odd. Okay, now I spritzed a little bit of alcohol on it, and I'm just going to clean up my area here. Then we're going to cover this, and then I'll meet you back when it's time for the next step. Okay, now I'm going to I went back and forth, you guys, on what I was going to back this tray in. Oh my goodness. So I went ahead and settled for my pop glitter that I get from Joann's Fabric. It's just a party blend glitter, and it's holographic silver. And I'm just going to stir it up in my resin here. I mixed up 80 mils because I wasn't sure how much I was going to need to fill the tray completely up. So we're going to start off small, and then we'll add some more if we need it. Okay, I'm going to spritz some alcohol into the mold. And then I'm going to go ahead and pour. Now, I want to be able to see the outline of this snowflake from the back of the tray as well. So I'm not making this glitter mix thick. I made it thin because I want to be able to still see that snowflake from the back of the tray. Not the whole complete snowflake, just the outline of it. I think that would be a really cool effect, you know, to have at the bottom of the tray. Even though you won't be able to see it, you know, because it'll be setting down, it's still something neat to have on the tray, in my opinion. So I'm just going to use my heat gun, heat that resin up, get it to moving so it can start moving into all the areas, you know, around the rim of the tray, and then pop any of those surface bubbles. I'm paying very close attention to the edge of the tray because I don't want to get any bubbles trapped in there, because this is a thick glitter mix, you know, and it's going to be harder for our bubbles to escape. So, and it'll be easier for them to hide underneath some of this glitter. So I'm just making sure I, you know, get that heat and get it to moving. Now I'm going to spritz some alcohol onto it, pop any of those surface bubbles. And now I'm going to add just a little bit of this blue glitter here. It's a beautiful, just to give it a little bit more of a pop. I'm going to stir it up in my resin, getting the sides of the cup and the bottom of the cup really well. Now I'm going to spritz a little bit of alcohol. And then we're going to go ahead and pour. And this should top our tray off. And even though I didn't add a lot of glitter to the resin here to make it thick, this is still a chunky glitter mix. Okay, I think our tray is ready to cure. I think we have enough resin in there. And I'm just using my heat gun to pop any of those surface bubbles. I'm just making sure I get it really good, you guys. I don't want any bubbles hiding anywhere. And then we're going to let the tray sit and cure, and I'll meet you back when it's time to demold it. Okay, it's demold time. I'm super excited to get this out of here and see what this tray looks like, you guys. Look at the back of it. See how you can just see the outline of that snowflake? That's exactly what I wanted. I'm super happy about that. This is my first time using this tray, so I'm not sure if it's going to be tough to get it out of here or not. So I'm just going to start with around the edges, getting that suction pulled off. And then we'll start with the ends. Oh, wow. It's a little tough getting these edges off. Okay, I got 2 more to go, you guys. I'm having to put some oomph into it. I should have put some oil in here or something. Spritz a little bit of alcohol in there. My goodness. Okay, now this last one should be easy to just pull off. There we go. Now I'm going to set my mold over here to the side, and then let's take a look at our tray. All right, let's start walking around the edge of the tray. Look at those snowflakes that I placed in there. They are beautiful. I love it so far. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at that glitter just dance in there. Look at our beautiful snowflake. It's so pretty. This tray is really cute, you guys. What do y'all think about this tray? Does anybody else have this tray yet? Has anybody else created in this new tray mold yet? Let me know. I'd love to know what you done with it. Okay, now I'm just going to set the little handles on here. And I'm not liking the way the snowflake, it just disappears into the tray. Our handles disappear. So I'm going to remake our snowflakes, you guys, because we need our handles to be the same color as the center snowflake. See how they just disappear when I put them on the tray, right into that Nimbus glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and remake those snowflakes, and I'll make them the same color as the snowflake in the center. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I'm going to bring you down and let you take a closer look at it. The tray is just beautiful, though. It's so captivating. It's stunning. I absolutely love it. Oh, all that from a little $1.50 Trivet from Walmart. And of course, Let's Resins tray mold. And a little bit of glitter. That is beautiful. What do y'all think about putting one of those in the center there of the big snowflake? I don't know. That takes away from the snowflake, I think. So I probably won't use the one in the center there. It's a cute idea. It really is. But it just takes away from that beautiful snowflake. Okay, I remade the snowflakes, and I've already glued the beads onto the tray. So now let's demold these, and now you can actually see the design in the snowflake too. With the Nimbus glitter, you couldn't even see the design inside of the snowflake. So this looks so much better. I'm just cleaning up those edges and it's coming right off. Oh my goodness, you guys. Yes, that did it right there. That finished that tray off. I'm going to use my liquid fusion, and I'm just going to put a little bit on this, the little bead, and then put the snowflake right on top there. And I'm going to do the same over here. That is beautiful. Let me know what you guys think about this tray. I absolutely love it. Well, it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye, and I will see you tomorrow. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.